Hey everybody, this is David Branderhorst, and in this video, we're going to be talking about how to maintain focus. Now, we've all been in a situation where we start off with a really exciting goal. We have something, maybe it's a new business idea, a new business in general that we're going to start, something that we want to build that we're really excited about. We start off with lots of focus, lots of energy, lots of dedication, lots of drive, and we really start working hard on it. We start making lots of progress, we start putting a lot of pieces in place and getting a lot of things going and done. But over the course of time, other stuff starts spiking up. Other things are going on that are calling for our attention, things that are stepping in and making us stop working on our dreams, stop working on our goal, and making us go over and deal with all those things. And over the course of time, that kind of stuff happens enough and frequently enough that eventually what's going on is we stop having momentum on our goal. Our goal starts slowing down, and our first goal was to achieve something in 3 months. And okay, well, maybe I can't do 3 months. Maybe now it's 6 months, or maybe now 9 months. Like, oh, then we finally hit the point. Are we ever going to get this going? Are we ever going to get this done? I'm not even sure. I'm not even certain if we're going to make it, because now I'm discouraged because I'm constantly putting out other fires. I'm constantly dealing with all of these other things. And if that kind of thing happens often enough and frequently enough, it can become very, very discouraging. And it can really just throw an entire cloud over our dream. It can make it feel like we're just not ever going to get there. And so how do we overcome that? How do we not let that happen? And how do we get back on track? How do we maintain our focus to get things done? Well, there really is no magic pill. And if you're looking for an absolute magic pill, I'm not going to sit here and try and sell you on some magic pill, some magic formula that if you follow these 3 things, you will always have perfect focus. No, it doesn't really work that way, because the reality is focus is something you have to fight for. Focus is something that you have to daily sit down and fight to maintain. Because what is going to happen is things are constantly going to be coming up. There are constantly going to be stories in our newsfeed that command our attention. There's constantly going to be people reaching out to us. I've actually had to restart this video 3 times because people keep sending me messages about different things. I'm like, that's it, no more. And I have to fight for it. I have to fight to keep focus. I have to fight to maintain things, because people and things will constantly be commanding our attention. We live in a world that is filled with distractions. It's filled with things that are trying to pull us away, filled with things that are trying to get us to come look at this, come look at that. So how do we maintain some focus? And the reality is that you have to know and have to have an understanding of what is it that you want from your life. You have to sit down and you have to say, no, this is what I want my life to be about. This is what I want it to, this is what I will, if at the end of my life, if I can do these things, I will feel like I fulfilled my calling. I fulfilled my purpose and my mission for my life. Whatever that may be. It could be any number of different things. But you have to get clear on that, and you have to understand, because without a clear path, or without a clear calling and a clear direction with your life, any path will do. It's the Alice in Wonderland scenario where, which way should I go? Well, where do you want to get to? Well, I don't know. Well, then it doesn't matter what path you take. So you have to develop a clear outcome that you want. You have to get really serious about that. And you have to know, like, this is what I want. This is what I want to do. And then once you have that clear, you have to sit down and say, okay, this is what I really want. Now, what are the 3 to 5 big things that have to happen in my life? And don't get more than that. Keep it 3 to 5. 3 to 5 major things that have to happen in my life for me to achieve this mission, for me to be able to get this, to be successful and to be able to do it. And then once you identify those 3 to 5 things, that's when you start coming up with action steps. Okay, first thing I need to do to achieve the first objective is this. Okay, put it on your calendar. Put it on there and say, this is what I'm going to do, and this is what's going to be important. And create that action plan. And the most important thing I can tell you is make sure you put it on your calendar. And when you put it on your calendar, schedule it and say, that's it. From 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock on Wednesday, I'm doing this. This is the thing that's going to be on there. And when you do that, Then set yourself up for success by controlling your environment. In other words, set yourself up in an environment where you can work, where you can do the things that you know that you're supposed to be doing. You're gonna put your phone on mute for those 2 hours. Put social media in off mode, and don't even have those windows open. Turn all the other distractions off, and give yourself the gift of time. Give yourself that opportunity to get there, because there's always going to be something else happening, and you have to decide, this is what's most important to me, and then focus and work on it and get those things done. And then all these things, keep coming up with your map, keep coming up with the things that you need to do. And then the other decision is, there's going to be a time where you're going to have to evaluate your life. You're going to have to look at not only things, but people in your life that need to be there, and need to either be there in a smaller role, or need to be there, or need to not be there. And I'm not advocating you turning on people. I'm not advocating on you dumping people or betraying people. That's not what I'm saying, because I know that kind of stuff should not be happening. But what I am saying is, there comes a point in time in life where you know that there's some stuff going on in your life that's not healthy for you. There's stuff going on in your life that isn't productive. It's not good for you to be involved in these things, and you need to be honest about it, and you need to say, I need to cut this out. I need to stop doing these things, because this is not good for me. As well, there are going to be people in your life that you need to look at and go, hey, every time I talk to you, it's constant drama. Every time I talk to you, it's constant problems. And I love you, I care about you, but I can't be here to constantly be dealing with all your nonstop drama. I'm going to be here to support you, but you need to find a way to deal with your own stuff instead of dumping all your problems on me all the time. And we all have those relationships. And again, I'm not saying to walk completely away from that relationship. What I'm saying is, there comes a time where you have to create boundaries. You have to create a healthy boundary where they're not taking over your life, or they are not dominating every minute of your day, so that you cannot be the person that God has called you to be. So again, think about it in those terms. Think about, what is your mission? What is it that you want to achieve? And then create a plan. Because without a plan, you don't have a path to work on. You don't have that clear journey that you need to follow. And then evaluate your people, and evaluate your other activities that are going on in your life that maybe they're just not the right things. And some of them may be things that aren't bad. And again, no one's telling you can't have fun. No one's telling you can't go out and do things that are enjoyable at all. But what we are saying is, you need to be honest, and you need to decide. It's your life. You're the one who needs to decide what's important to you, and what is it that you want your life to be about. Whatever that decision is for you, then fight for that. Fight for the time to focus on it. Fight for the time to do the things that you know that you need to do. And if there are other things, then have those hard conversations and say, hey, I care about you, but I need to set up some healthy boundaries here, because this is starting to go in a bad direction, and I just can't keep doing this. This is not a good thing. So hopefully that's helpful to you. Hopefully that helps you stay on track, because again, I don't want to see you fail in what you believe your mission is for your life, because I believe the world is a better place when each of us do the thing that God has called us to do, when we're doing that thing that we feel we are purposed to do. So stay on your track, do the things that you're supposed to do, and all the rest of us will be blessed as a result of it. So I hope that helps you. Have a great day, and I will look forward to talking to you again very soon.